Why majority of people will suffer doing the transformation? This is destructive process. When you develop and gather in your mind million of those energies, million of those thoughts, and this container is full of it, then it will have to be transformed in your ruh, in your soul, in your core. It have to go like through some small, very small, tiny space, and amount of energy of those things, it will be huge. So existence will squeeze you to such a degree to extract from you those things and transform them. Those things are like packed and dense and chunks of energies, so they will have to be transformed in that ruh into softness. So basically your mind is a hard structure which will need to be changed into softness in you. And that's why this process looks destructive, because on that way and journey, it is quite often a long journey, long suffering. You will have to train yourself how to reside in that field of softness in you. That way those hard blocks of mind will be dissolved in this. You may compare it to like acid to which you put pieces of metal, and that metal is melted. Or like lava, whatever you put into lava is melted, dissolving into it. But before we teach ourselves to be soft, to reside in that stillness, in that softness inside of us, till this not happened, then those things from the side of the mind, those blocks, will be pushed on you, and that will cause horrible suffering and pressures inside. That's natural process indeed. It is natural process which you will have to undergo at some point of time. Simply something switch on you, and you will have to deal with whatever you gather in your mind. So basically you wake up every morning, early morning, dealing with those things. Morning are the hardest ones. But as well, you are exposed and you are silenced inside to such a degree that you are more likely to be able to dissolve those things, may more likely to invite them, to just pierce them, to relax in all of this, relax in that process. During the day, you're doing million activities, you slowly relaxing till you get sleep. But in the night, during the sleep, something happening that it all gather around you and become dense. So you wake up in the morning quite. You wake up very, very heavy, like surrounded by all those pieces in the mind. They like falling on you, ready to be grinded in that ruh. And over the, I would say, years, you learn how to relax and allow it to be dissolved. You just simply start letting go them. And that process usually finalizes itself on something which they called dark night of the soul, where last things from your mind, most dreadful, will be they are just in that process. So we need to train ourselves how to be soft, that softness, how to reside inside. Otherwise, this process may not happen. This process may even kill you, which happened to many people. If you, during the way, during the process, during the journey, will be disobedient, will harden your inside, will still explore those roads and ways of harassment, anger, simply will be disobedient to existence. If you will have no good deeds to soften that inside, then this process may more likely not happen to you, and only you know consequences of that. Because your mind, your thinking mind, this mind which constantly thinking, constantly creating, has to dissolve to the end in that soup of stillness, awareness inside. Till it thinks that process cannot happen. It's completely have to soak inside and be transformed into softness, into light, into love and peace. And there is much we got in those minds. Salam alaikum.